Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your November monthly reading, your very first one from me. Something I've been meaning to do for a while. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, super exciting. So, I already blessed and shuffled a bit, and one of the first things that I was sensing is like, you guys feel kind of like an alien. Like, do I even fit in? Uh, and it's just parts of you, right? I mean, yes, we fit into society, but there's just like sometimes we can meet so much resistance in life and disappointments that it's just like, do I even belong here? And the answer is yes, you do. You belong here on this planet, otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It's just we came here to do really, really hard work. Like, this is the work of spiritual masters coming to this earth plane. It's no joke. It's no small thing. And that's me seeing it from my spiritual viewpoints. In respect to everyone and how they see the world. To each their own. And with that said, like with these readings, please know that they are intended for entertainment purposes. Um, so be responsible for your own life. Make good decisions. Pay your bills. Do your earn money. Make sure your money's right. You're treating people well. If you need help, find a way to get help. There's always a way. Um, so, yikes, we got. Woo! All right, let's just see what happens. I'm just channeling so much, but let's see what the cards are already saying. Saying whatever. Anyways, and this happened too when I was shuffling before. It's almost like things are having a really hard time coming together with something. I don't know if it's multiple things or one thing, but there's some resistance about something, and maybe that's what will be revealed in this reading. I never know what's gonna come out with these things. I never know. So yeah, your birthdays are coming up. Usually at this time of year, um, usually right before our birthdays, it's kind of when I feel like things kind of feel the hardest. Because it's almost like when our birthdays roll around, our yearly energetic cup is refilled. And so at the end of the year, it's kind of like we're at the end of our gas tank. But it reveals a lot, right? Um, so yeah, good things coming. New energies coming, but it's gonna be interesting. So the first thing out is this Knight of Swords. Cool card, right? Fast action. You are taking some fast action about something or someone towards you. I don't know it. I'm sure it will be revealed in the rest of this reading. Interesting. Very fast vibes. Try not to be hasty, whatever's going on. Make sure you're thinking this through. And not making this decision from a place of needing an answer right now, whatever it is. But let's see what else comes out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, try not to make any decisions from a place of fear, okay? So we've got the Three of Wands. And this is... God, okay, so normally this is... I love the Three of Wands, like some... everyone's got their own opinions about it and their own interpretations, and the vibes are always going to be different, right? But a lot of times with the Three of Wands, like, this is someone coming along and helping you out, right? And to me, I'm seeing this as like someone finally finally there's like a ladder helping you up, right? And then we've got the Nine of Swords, like this worry. So much worry, right? Worried about your family. And then the Page of Wands. What that's you guys, right? That's Sag card. This is oh, yeah. Okay. So you've got all these passions. This is just, you're a fire sign. You can make change happen very quickly. That's kind of your blessing and your curse. Let's see what else comes out here, because I feel there is help coming. I just think that there's an attitude adjustment that is needing to occur. Remembering your power, remembering who you are, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I don't... Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if it's okay. This is so many things. High Priestess is very intuitive. Very, very intuitive. And this might be why you feel somewhat like an alien. Because the curse or the hurdle of the High Priestess is having all of this knowledge and being able to bring it down into the earthly planes, into this world. People do not always understand it or receive it, and you also need to know when to say things and when not to say things, because sometimes people are just not ready. They're not ready to hear it. But this is a very powerful card, and I think this is speaking to you remembering who you really are and with this Emperor card, before I move back to the Page of Wands, with this Emperor card, the Emperor is like the healed, divine masculine archetype that, divine, like almost like off planet, right? Like, the Empress is who the High Priestess channels, for her divine wisdom about the feminine, and the Emperor is the divine, archetype of the masculine energies, grounding them down. And so you're trying to figure out how to translate these healed masculine things about handling your business, really making sure that your kingdom is taken care of. The Emperor, even though he looks like a king, like, he knows that he is actually a subject of his kingdom, that every decision that he makes or doesn't make has an effect on the world around him, whether he likes it or not. And so it's a heavy burden, right? It's a lot to bear, but this is why we really need to master bringing meditation into society on like a more regular basis, and also like manifestation techniques like visualization and overriding because when we do that, it overrides what we've been experiencing. It's like, yeah, I keep seeing this experience, I keep experiencing this thing, but the way to change the energy is to change the focus point, right? So when you're like learning to snowboard or ski, they tell you to look where you want to go. And if you are looking where you don't want to go, you have a tendency to go there. And so unless you're like a master, it's best to focus on the places that you do want to go. That being said, you can't just ignore your responsibilities in life. You just need to figure out how to make changes sustainable changes that will help bring in this kingdom, right? And this very well could be a healed masculine type energy coming into your life. Maybe you're sensing that for yourself. But either way, you're healing it within you. You're not going to just let the kingdom fall around you anymore. And if it falls around you, you know it's because you was not taking care of business. It's nice to be able to put these things on other people, but unfortunately we have to be the ones who act, right? Knights are all about action. We have the first card of Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, let's bring it back up. This is about speaking our truths, right? Swords are about mental things, mental state, what we're thinking about, living by our truth, you know? And then with the Knight of Wands, this is taking action with our passions. What is interesting. I wish I knew all these stories already. I've slowly been making my way through the stories in these cards, but they're each associated with like different folklore and fairy tales and things like that. Yeah, it's called Tarot of the Divine, if you're interested. But yeah, you're taking actions on your passions and kind of like making the devil your bitch, and not letting these self-sabotaging behaviors own you. You know, it's kind of just like, no man, I'm not gonna just lay down and take this. Like, I'm gonna do something. Oh boy, yeah, we've been through it. Oof. Look, people can do you dirty. Maybe you've done some people dirty. Either way, there's some healing that should occur. This is a theme going on in a lot of my readings. I recommend a forgiveness meditation, like looking it up on YouTube, or maybe you know someone who does guided meditations or works in the forgiveness. But we gotta stop replaying these stories, you know, because that's focusing on where we don't want to go. But this is a painful ending, and you are being given a new choice, right? With the tens, it's like there's a cycle that's been occurring, and it's also a reboot. So you're at the point where it's like, okay, you're either going to repeat the same cycle, or you're going to make a change, and then you're going to stop living that story. It's just kind of how it goes. So yeah, your energy is so strange to me, even though I have so much of it in my chart. Ooh, King of Swords. Yeah, okay. You might have some legal issues going on. Or you're just like really learning to speak your truth and live by it. Hardcore. I mean, you even see... Ooh, a little ring of the bell. You even see the Emperor here with the sword, right? Sometimes this justice is for the best. Oof. Like, I know that once upon a time I got into some trouble, and it wasn't very fun, but then I was like, you know what, I'm actually really glad that happened, because I was not acting right, and that is not who I am. I am so much better than this. And we're free to choose. We're always free to choose. You know, and this, you know, there is this thing of there's a theme of rebirth with this card too. It looks like the phoenix, right? Or maybe it's a different animal. God, I'm curious. Let's look at this little booklet here. Oops. But there's this thing of rebirth that I'm sensing about that card, which is kind of what I just spoke to. So Sometimes it's just about reinventing ourselves day to day to day. Yeah, it's a griffin. A noble and intelligent creature, soaring over land and sea, a symbol for patience, perseverance, and judgment. It represents wisdom enhanced by power, right? Wisdom enhanced by power, did you say? Oh, interesting. Yeah, man, whatever the heck is going on, make it your bitch, alright? Make it your bitch. Just say no to toxic choices. You can wish for anything, so start wishing wisely. Pick smart things. You can have anything. So, what do you really want? Choose the best. Choose something that's the best for you, that's the best for the world. Yeah. You gotta start putting on some more independent vibes when it comes to your money. You are so capable of earning things in a legit way. Your success can happen. It's just, you can't be impatient. You can't go for the easy way out. Some good things take time. And I think that's kind of one of the biggest challenges with Sages is because they need that freedom. And sometimes making an empire happen takes diligence, it takes focus, it takes consistency. And this is something you're capable of. And I get that, in a world full of whatever you want, it's easy to get distracted, right? It's easy to maybe pick things that are not of the highest vibe for us. Okay, yeah. This is coming out a lot too. Bippity boppity boop. You can have it you can have it all. You can have anything you want. You have everything that you possibly need, right? And what I'm hearing is call on the universe, make a wish for real and believe in it. But don't wish for don't get trapped up, okay? Don't make wishes that's I want everything to be gold, and then all of a sudden everything's gold, and it's actually not great, because then you can't eat anything, and there's no water. This is karmic choices, right? Think lessons. So, what do you really want? What's the highest vibe, right? Who get back to what you really love, and know that you can be successful. You gotta believe in yourself, right? You have everything that it takes. But work on the manifestation techniques. Maybe look into them. Or maybe you already know them, but you've just been lazy about being consistent. I don't know. But there is, with the Four of Cups, and this is the overall energy of the reading. Sometimes this is about not seeing the opportunity that's being given to you. You're so caught up in doing the things that you've always done that you're not letting in the possibility for what's available to you. You're going to have to be a little innovative, right? You're going to have to be more innovative and let this in, because it is available to you. You can achieve financial greatness, really. You just got to put in a little bit more of a consistent energy towards manifestation, about forgiving the past, forgiving yourself if it was you, even if it was others doing you wrong, you still, sometimes we allow certain people into our lives, right? That was something that we did. Other times it's just people were in our lives. um, so when you can recognize when it was you allowing something, because then you know, like, hey, like, I can't. There are times when we are empowered to make changes. There's other times when we are victim of circumstance, right? And then we just gotta do our thing and heal and make the most of it and move on. You know, there's always gonna be lessons within everything. But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there because so many things, all the things. But look at this big, beautiful world available to you outside. You know, you gotta let a little bit more light in. So let's see what these divine feminine oracle cards have to say. And I will close out this reading. I hope it's been helpful. Again, please don't hate the messenger. I just say what I say, and if this isn't resonating for you, there's so many other fantastic readings out there. I just love the tarot community. You guys are so great. I feel like you're all my friends, my tribe. Okay, so this is White Buffalo Calf Woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass, the path of love is true abundance. Yeah, think you know, and I'm getting a lot about like the tribe vibe here, and that's kind of what I was saying with this emperor thing. It's like he knows that he is part of this bigger thing, and so all of his choices affect everyone around him, right? And so we need to remember to choose with love and know that it's not just about us, and that stepping into our alignment is actually, you know, how we can serve the world the most. But we need to be tactical about it. We need to be realistic about it. Do no harm, right? Do no harm, and especially don't do any harm to yourself. Don't lower yourself. Don't allow yourself to stoop to other people's levels. You're better than that. Let the vibe stop with you, okay? Yeah. I really wish I knew Chinese better. Is this Zhao Wanjing? I don't know. I need to look it up. The mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Right? Choosing with love. So many blessings. So many loves. One more card. Let's do one more. I just love these cards. So pretty. Yeah, and like, oh, before I even move on, like, look at all the mountains in this card. Like, you can move mountains when we act from a place of peace. You know, this is acting from a place of peace is difficult sometimes. Am I right? Ugh. It's difficult. But this is what we came here to learn. You know, it takes a bit of practice, and if people haven't modeled that around us, it makes it even more difficult. And so we might have to be the ones that show others. Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. Aliens much? What was I saying? Feeling like an outsider. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. Right? If you're feeling lost, don't worry. You got your heart. Your heart is your compass. Your heart is your anchor. Right? My Bago, the warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. And this is like, I feel like this is like the King of Swords vibes. Like, you got this. Embody this energy. Embody that big boss dog, male or female, I don't care, whatever you identify as. Like, you Just embody that big boss dog energy and know that if you make all of your decisions from a place of love for yourself and for the tribe at large, you will be rewarded. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe. And I will have another reading for you next month. Lots of love.